Hey guys, we are now in Bandar Utama and today we are here to visit our friend's new house. Yes, he just bought a new house here and he spent quite a fortune renovating it. So we're going to check out how is it like. This is it. Even the door looks grand, man. Now can you all guess who the owner is? Very nice, right? Hey! Here it is. Wow, Frankie, your door very nice, huh?
Nice, huh?
Okay, before that, yeah, let's mic you up.
Oh,
huh?
okay. Come in.
Very nice big house, huh, Frankie?
Yeah.
Walao eh. I grew up also, I want to be like you now.
Grow up, we are same age.
Okay, Frankie.
Hey.
So today we are here in Frankie's house. As you have heard from our channel before, Frankie bought a new house in Bandar Utama and he has spent quite a fortune renovating it. So Frankie, today is the day to showcase this masterpiece of yours.
So we bought this during MCO. Got it on a great offer. It was 1.07 million.
Oh.
1.07 during MCO. Today, I don't think...
No, now it's about 1.3, 1.4,
1.3,
1.5, somewhere around there. So you literally got it about 30 to 40% discount based on current market value.
Yeah. But that's before renovation.
And we know that this particular house, you already spent quite a fortune renovating it. How much have you spent so far?
To be honest, this is totally over budget. Initially, my budget to renovate the whole house, including the fittings all, is about 400 to 500. Okay. But end up my total bill today, I think slightly more than 700,000. 700,000. So I got no money.
So Frankie spent about 700,000 ringgit to actually do up the whole house nicely, right? So Frankie,
hey,
since you spent about 700,000 ringgit on this house,
Yes.
Can I first ask a question, right? How much of the old house was being left here?
Actually, only the frame is left. And the only reason why the frame is left is because this is a terrace house. I cannot change the frame. I must follow back the frame. In fact, whatever that I can do based on what the municipal say I am allowed to do, it's entirely extended fully.
So you literally bought this house at 1.07.
Yes.
You tear down the entire house and rebuild it.
Correct.
Right. So can you show us what this amount of renovation got you?
Yeah. So this is an anti-theft. So this is an anti-theft door, right? As you can see, if you open it up, it's this thick. Right, it's super thick. Inside is totally iron.
Oh, totally iron.
Totally iron.
Oh, so literally, if the guy chop,
Cannot come in. Right?
Literally one finger length. One thing I noticed also, you got no key holder.
Yes, so this is a keyless home. I would call it keyless home. Initially, when we moved in, also we felt a little bit not so familiar. It's because usually you go home, you take a bunch of keys. Right? Now I come to this house, no key.
No key. So how do you open? Detect what? Card?
Yeah, you can use card, you can use fingerprint, and you can also use your phone to unlock.
Oh, fingerprint?
Yeah.
How much this keyless door and...
Okay, so the entire thing plus this lock here is about, if I'm not mistaken, about 6,000.
6,000 ringgit.
So 6,000 may sound expensive, but it's actually worth it. Because typically when you build a door, right, your front door, right, you need grill, you need mosquito netting, and you need a door. All add up together, right, it's roughly about 4,000-5,000. So I add 1 more thousand to get this nice looking door here. Right. So I think it's quite worth it. This is a blackout curtain. It's all from my old house. Because my old house has a bigger frontage, so I managed to take it down, cut, and put it back on. Same concept over here. This is my glass door together with my anti-theft mosquito netting and the glass door, right? So everything looks very sleek and very minimal.
How much is this thing?
If you just talk about this frame alone, 10K. Whole house anti-theft system is about 20K, and this one alone is already 10.
Oh my.
So the remaining all add up together will be 20. Later I'll show you where are my other anti-theft stuff.
So we also noticed that the moment we walk in, we actually can see Frankie's wedding photo.
Oh yeah, because it's a very nice photo, so we decided.
See, if you look closely, this time Frankie still got more hair.
Yeah, so as you can see, our blind here is made of wood. Right, it's a wooden blind, and this sideboard table here is also wood. In fact, this is a reclaimed wood, so it's even nicer, right? It's a recycled wood stuff.
Oh, is this new? I didn't see it in your old house before.
This is old. I brought it from my old house. Oh. In fact, this is also reclaimed wood. Oh. So it is made of recycled wood, but it's solid wood. Right, so this one looks very harmonious together. Right. So that's why we got it.
So these two you brought from your old house, then what's new here?
Okay, the only thing new here is this sofa. Initially, we wanted to bring our old sofa because inflation, everything's so expensive, right? But one day we saw this sofa 3 plus 2, 3,000 ringgit directly from a Johor factory. So we thought, okay lah, 3,000 only, change new one.
3,000 for two. That's pretty cheap, man. The pillow comes together.
The pillow comes together free.
Wow, not bad, huh? Can jump on it.
Can, but don't lah. Don't lah. New house. Peter, you are my childhood friend, so you've been to all the houses that I stayed before, and you noticed every house that I stayed.
That's right. I know exactly every single house you stayed after 14 years old.
So I'm not sure whether you noticed every house that you've been to has this feature over here.
Yes. I was about to ask you. Every single house I know that you stay in all have a big mirror at the dining table area.
Yeah. So apparently this thing is feng shui. So whereby if you can reflect whatever you have on your dining table, then you actually double your rezeki. So that's what it means.
So whatever on the table will double up.
Yeah.
Is this from your old house as well?
Yeah, so this is from old house. We wanted to bring our old chairs also, but when we went shopping around for new furniture, this is love at first sight. So I can't help but to buy these 4 chairs.
Oh, love at first sight, huh?
Love at first sight.
This is the first time I hear you buying something because of love at first sight.
This is totally irrational. I got an earful from my wife, but I really love it. So we got no more budget to buy more because this is actually a 6-seater table, but we only have budget for 4, so we bought 4.
How much is the chair?
One chair is 850.
Oh my god, one chair is 850 ringgit. Okay.
Beautiful.
Let's sit on
You try. It's beautiful.
I feel richer.
This is my favorite spot of the house. So as you can see, once you walk over here, right, this is a bar top table. 2 reasons why we built this. Number 1, it has a little bit of that resort feeling.
Yeah, I definitely do feel very nice when I'm standing here.
But it has one more very important reason. And the reason is, when you walk around over here, it's actually a storage space. The thing about terrace house is that you have very limited space. When you have very limited space and you have so many people in the house, right, you have very limited storage area. So we created more storage with the limited area that we have.
This is a very big limited area.
Yeah, it's a limited area, but we try to maximize the space, right? So this island is one of the reasons why we maximize it. Because as you can see, if we just limit the whole kitchen to this space,
true.
right?
There's a lot of empty space here straight away, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I cannot bake, I cannot chop my vegetable and whatnot. So these islands becomes very handy.
Yeah, agree. I always love a house with an island. It feels very grand and modern. Yeah, that's something I really like. I also see the color combination, I love it. I love the gold handles. Yeah, it give a touch of luxury to it.
Yeah.
How much you spend on this whole kitchen?
Okay, so basically all the woodworks, all the carpentry works together with my wardrobe upstairs that you will see later, all adds up about 70,000.
70,000. Oh, and these are,
good deal.
What wood is this?
These are solid wood.
Solid wood, huh?
Solid wood with spray paint.
They have a wet kitchen as well.
This wet kitchen is a little bit different from what is inside. Because this is outdoor, right? So outdoor, if you use wood, chances are it will spoil.
Yes.
Because you get sunlight, you get rainfall and whatnot. So this area here is made of aluminium. Yes, aluminium, but the color combination is still the same as inside lah. So you have a very good combination of as though everything is one piece.
So here you do your char kway teow.
Yeah.
This one is like your little mini garden.
This is my little mini garden. We haven't got time to manage it, so it looks very ugly right now.
So soon this space, you will be planting it with grass, those kind of things?
No, so what we plan to do is fill it up with small stones and then some slabs for us to walk from this side to the other side. And then we'll just plant a feature tree in the middle like that.
Which is this tree?
I don't know. Initially we thought this one will be good, but it looks very small. So we're thinking of changing another one.
You know what I ask you? The other side there is where all your your laundry appliances are. Yeah. So why this side you don't have that?
Coming soon, because I'm going to do an awning here, which covers all the way here so that the water will flow down. And immediately once you come in from the backyard, this little extra area, we turn it into a tiny study room. Study area.
And the house comes with a wife.
Buy house, free wife. Yeah, so it is a really small space that initially we thought that this would be our storeroom, but because we have the extra redundant space under the stairs, so we decided to turn that into store instead and make this into a study area.
Right. So you and the wife work from home, then you work
so this is like our workstation. No? So when I say I work from home, it's usually from here. Okay, cool. Then let's go upstairs and have a look at the stuff up there. But you know, along the way, the whole staircase is a long journey, right? So in order to make it more interesting, what we have done is that we have turned it into a mini family gallery. And the other interesting painting that I have here is actually from a very, very popular painter in Malaysia.
How much is this painting?
This painting, last check, was about $1,007 US.
1,700.
$1,007 US. Okay, so because of this painting, right, it actually triggered me to look into fine arts.
Oh.
Yeah, so fine arts, I noticed it is a very good store of value asset. At the same time, it can beautify your walls. So welcome to the first floor of my house, right? This is a family play area for my kids. That every night they will come here and pick their favorite storybook and they go back to their room to read.
Right.
Yeah, welcome to my room. This is the master bedroom. The biggest feature of this room is obviously the wardrobe over here. This wardrobe, because it's also carpentry work, it is part of the 70,000. So very
Part of the 70,000
It's
also.
part of the 70,000.
Solid wood also.
Solid wood, everything solid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awa is the best.
And then we have obviously the bed. This TV cabinet here is actually brought from my old house. Right? It is a very nice solid wood TV cabinet, which I thought it would be a waste if I don't bring it with me. And also because I need more storage in my house.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I brought it over. No TV, but I use it to put all my books.
What happened to your window? You just moved in spoiled idea.
No. This is also something that I just found out. This is a new blind design.
Oh.
New blind design. So this
To only cover bottom half. So if shower come out, see the head and knee.
No, this is a very flexible blind. You can pull up and down.
Oh.
So you can actually pull it back up. And then you can also pull it from here so that the bottom part will start to go up.
Oh, wow, that's very cool, huh?
Yeah, I would say it's a double-sided kind of blind.
Oh yeah, and it's also like two side one, no? It's not one side one, no?
Because this is a blackout blind, so it actually has two layers here. You know why they do it the design like this or not? So that the sunlight can come in, but at the same time you can cover what you want to cover.
Oh yeah, that's very smart. That's very smart. My thought was if you come out from a toilet door naked, then at least you just cover half the body.
Correct lah. So you cannot see.
Only cover here.
Yeah.
Then you can say hi to the daughter. Hi! And finally, we got your toilet.
Master bedroom toilet.
Right.
Nothing much.
It's not bigger, your toilet.
No. Actually, the size of the toilet depends on how much space we have used outside first. The remaining space just becomes the toilet.
Oh, so you're designing it in such a way.
Yeah, we design in a way that we try to put in whatever we want to put first. Whatever place that is extra, that's the toilet.
Right. Okay, so we're done with your room, eh? So now...
Okay, finally, let's go to a very pinkish room because this is a girl's room. This is my youngest daughter's room. So most of the things here are old. Right, this table is in fact my...
Stole from the school.
Not stole from the school, is my brother-in-law's baby study table.
Oh. Why your daughter has a...
Okay, so every room has a Google.
Oh.
Every room has a Google. Because I like to control things with my voice. I'm very lazy these days.
By now you notice one thing, right? Frankie's house actually has a lot of smart items. This Google here. There's also every floor has a Xiaomi vacuum. Aircon's also controlled by voice.
Yes, my aircons are all controlled by voice and
His
controlled by
door-
Wi-Fi.
door also
my door
smart.
also smart.
Actually, you can really be a smart living ambassador. Huh?
Can.
Any smart living home system thing wanna talk to Frankie?
The one thing that I really love about this room, apart from all being old furnitures, is this thing. This thing, as you can see here now, it looks like a bedside table, but it's actually my girl's baby chair. This is my baby chair.
Oh, that I didn't expect, man. Whoa.
You never see this before, man?
I didn't see before.
Oh dear. When I was a kid also, I used this kind of baby chair.
Huh, really, huh?
Yeah. This is how my mom would feed me. He would take a small stool here and then like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the other room where we really cut costs a lot. Because in my old house, both girls they shared one room, so I only have one set of furniture. So most of the old furnitures are already in that room. So this room, I needed some new furnitures, but because we are in a cutting cost spree, so what we have done is actually this room is mostly featured with IKEA furniture.
Right. Hey, I also noticed actually right behind here is the kitchen, Eddie.
Yeah. So this is where we were just now, downstairs. Right, so from upstairs, this is the view lah. You can see the anti-theft mosquito net.
So if you open the anti-theft thing, next time your kids want to go and have dinner, they can open the door and just jump down.
Yeah, so this is my house. Welcome to my house. In fact, you guys are the first group of people who come to see my house.
Oh.
Because now is Ghost Festival, ma. So Ghost
So
Festival.
the ghosts come to your house?
No,
Is that what you're trying to say?
Ghost Festival, you're not supposed to do a lot of things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to say that after looking through your house, I have to say it's really, really beautiful. One thing is this, right? I recall during this whole process, it was very long because when you first joined us in Mr. Money TV, you already bought the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were persuading me to buy a house in PU that time.
Yeah.
I did not buy one. I bought a Montcara instead, I still recall. And then you were renovating this house. And it took like close to 2 years for everything to finish, right? And everything went up in price, and which also along the way you mentioned a lot about inflation. So originally, what was your budget to actually rebuild this house?
Our initial budget, together with all the fittings, was about 300 to 400,000. But because of the MCO lockdown, because of the Ukrainian war and things like that, things just went crazy. At the end of the day, my bill is more than 700. Double.
I recall you told me when you first got the quote of the whole design, it was only 200 plus thousand, right?
283.
And I recall that time I bring Awa together with you or something
Yes,
like that.
Awa, yeah.
Yeah.
Awa's price was even lower. 100 something can finish. I was like, are you sure 100 something can finish? Because my median range is about 200 something, 300. And he quoted me like 170, 180. So I was a bit skeptical. So what happened is that, so I went with the median price contractor,
Which was
that 300 something,
300
400,
something,
300 something, 400. But in the middle of the way, that guy got bankrupt
because of the MCO time.
because of the MCO time. And apparently, I heard from his another client is that this guy is gonna sue right now.
Let's just talk a little bit about like this whole process, because I recall you were mentioning that there's this court case going on and stuff like that, and halfway through he went bankrupt, so you stopped working on your house. And how is it like, the process? Because for those viewers out there, I'm sure if let's say you're going to renovate a house, one of the biggest concern is halfway through that guy Chao Lo, right? And in this case, that happened to you.
Okay, so one biggest lesson that I've learned is that when you want to do big ticket items like a renovation, online is not the best way to go lah. Even though with all kinds of good reviews on the contractor or the service provider they want to go, it can be a little bit biased. So I feel the best way if you want to buy or invest in big ticket items, I think the best way is still by through recommendation, because people have used them before and it's their reputation at stake when they introduce the person to you.
Now, Frankie, I'm really curious, right? I've never bought a house and tear it down and then rebuild it. Most of my houses, as all we all know, is actually I buy it and then straight away rent out people. Yeah. How this process is like when you buy a house, you select a place, tear it all down. What are the people involved? How does the whole thing go? Do you just say, I want to tear it down?
Okay, so first of all, this is the first house we bought not because of investment. Because we know a landed house has very little investment value, right? The price can be expensive, 1 over million. But if you really want to rent out this house, chances are you only get back 2,000 ringgit. Might as well go and buy a condo, right?
Correct.
Okay, so with that in mind, we know that this house is not going to be for investment. It's going to be for long-term stay.
Yeah.
And because of that, we know that every dollar that we put into the house is really for us to enjoy. Okay, so with that, then we budgeted. The first step is we look for a very good architect, because if you want to really stay in the house for a very long time, you better do it the right way on the very first step. Because one mistake that a lot of people make is that because they want to save costs, they go to the MBPJ or whatever and they buy a template and they just follow the template to build.
Yes.
It may not be the design that they like. So we didn't want that. So we say we're going to look for an architect and redesign the whole house based on what we really want it to be. Then from there, we look for a contractor, but obviously the contractor didn't do a good job. But again, the architect is very important, because the architect helps you to supervise the progress of the construction. Because we are not in this industry, we don't know whether they tao gong gam liu or they use wrong material to build the house.
They churi. So I would say that actually, if you ever think about renovating your house in a big scale, right, get an architect.
Correct.
It is worth to get the money, because imagine, right, you spend that 50, 60 or 100,000 to lay down that cement already, and then after 5 years later it cracked. You got a huge problem. At least the 8,000, 10,000 you spend on the architect, right, gives you way more value and guarantee, you know. So that's all for Frankie's house. Yeah, if you all love this place, you all really like it, you know, give us a thumbs up. You know, if you want us to do more property reviews as well and introducing houses and stuff like that, let us know in the comment. And if there's any way for Frankie to actually save up more money or even how to beautify his house, you all can leave it in the comment as well, right? But more importantly, you know, go to our website www.mrmoneytv.com. Yeah, there we have some articles all about properties as well, and maybe soon we'll even publish some stuff about the strategies that Frankie used to rebuild the whole house, the processes, and you guys can use that as a reference, right? There's also a newsletter there which you can subscribe.
Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for coming to my house. If you like this video and if you are curious about where I moved from, then maybe you can comment in the box below as well. Then maybe someday we will go to my old house and do a review of my old condo.
That's a very good idea, yeah. So tell us in the comments below. See you next week.
See you guys next time.